So hello and welcome to SBC, SB Cinema Film Ideas. Yeah, you know, I'm writing screenplays, but I can't write them all down because it's too much time. So I'm just giving you my idea out there in the internet. If you like me to write a screenplay out, or just like to take the idea, well, it's free, but you obviously have to give me credit for it, you know. Yeah, this movie is practically called The Fisher, or The Fisherman, The Old Man. You know, the idea is to make a movie with only one guy, which is ideal for beginner filmmakers and, you know, if you're alone and want to make a movie. And the thing is, you know, the guy is a fisherman. Not a professional fisherman, no. You know, the recreational fisherman, you know, with the fisherman's hat, with the little hooks and lures in it, you know, a cooler with beer. Yeah, the typical fisherman, you know. And, well, while he's sitting there on the shore or in a small boat, throwing his hooks into the water, you know, he thinks, and you can hear him think, you know, like a voiceover. And so he's telling the story of his life, of how he found his love, and yeah, you can even make it a war movie, you know. You can put it in every setting you like he's talking about his experience in World War II or Vietnam, but Vietnam is usually unpopular. Yeah, and this is the idea of this movie, you know. You need a fishing rod, you know, a fisher head, and an actor, and that's it. Yeah, and the setting is very variable. You can make it a love story, how he found his great love, you know. And he's there, and he's like throwing his hook into the water, rolling it back. You know, you film it with long, steady shots of him, of the water, a bit of the background. Some drone footage would be nice, but it must be slow and relaxed. And while this was running, you hear him talk about his life, and, you know, like, oh, I remember it like it was yesterday, when I first met her. Or, yeah, back in 1930, when I was a young man, full of idealism, I immediately saw those recruitment propaganda posters, and I joined the army, and I tried, and I fought to save the world from evil. If I had just known. And then he starts to tell the story of the war and the cruelties and all of this he has seen. Yeah, you know, yeah, The Fisherman. It's a movie you can shoot alone if you have water nearby. I can't, because the only water I have here is like a little pond that's full of salmonella, so no salmonella, no fish. Yeah, and I don't even have a fishing rod anymore. I just remembered. That must be going wrist somewhere. Yeah, but if you have the ocean nearby, perfect. But you know, one of them crystal clear mountain lakes is perfect for this. You know, but every kind of water where it is silent, where not cars are rushing by and traffic noises annoying you. Just a relaxed scene. I mean, there doesn't need to be any fish in the water, you know. It just needs to look like it. And it don't even need to catch a fish, you know. And if he catches one, he releases him, you know. That's the kind of thing. Huh? Yeah. And this is the idea how you can make a movie with absolutely no budget. You can use your phone and, you know, a $4 phone to tripod adapter. You buy a cheap tripod from Amazon or wherever. If you want to save money, don't buy a tripod, just buy a light stand. It's practically the same, but it's cheaper. Yeah. What you need is good lighting, so yeah, maybe you take a reflector or see if you can find it. We'll find some good looking days out there where the weather is constant and it fits the scene. Yeah, for the white shots you could use a grading filter to give it this nostalgic feeling, but yeah, it's just details. Yeah, but the great thing about this idea is you can do it yourself, you know. You don't even need to have an old man. If you only have yourself to play the main part, that's okay as well. Yeah, and you can record it on your iPhone, you know. The cameras are great for this today. It's absolutely okay. You can color grade it in the computer later if you have to. And yeah, you can even use your built-in iPhone microphone later to record the voiceover. You can always tweak it a bit in software, but yeah, good. But don't use AI. No. Yeah, that's a human-made movie idea. If I just had water around, you know. You don't even need to show the face of the guy, you know. You can just show him from over the shoulder, you know, and just walking there like, yeah, like in a video game where you follow him around. Yeah, but like I've said, you need just a cheap tripod or a stick and some duct tape. That will do for your phone, you know. Tape it on a stick, shove the stick in the ground, and you can start it. So this is a movie idea that you can do with absolutely no budget, assuming you already have an old camera or a phone or whatever. And yeah, that's the beginner filmmaker movie idea. Yeah, you obviously could put it into a multi-million-dollar production, you know. Spend $3 million with the perfect locations and perfect setting and everything, and you can have an Oscar-winning movie. Seriously. And yeah, I like the idea myself, but like I've said, I can't shoot it myself because there's no water around where I live. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't even adapt it to the woods, you know. Then it's just a hunter, you know. He's sitting there in the woods, looking to his side on the deer, never shooting one, just going out there to contemplate, to have a relaxed time, you know. Getting away from the wife, having time to think, to relax. You know, one of them old thermoses, you know, with hot coffee in it. Yeah, just a relaxed outdoor day. Yeah, that's the vibes of this movie, and I think it's one that everybody can make. Yeah? Just ask your grandpa if you don't have an actor. He's perfect. He doesn't even have to talk. You just have to, you know, do things grandpas love to do anyhow. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. The voiceover, everybody can do the voiceover later, you know. Voice has to fit, but that's the good thing. You don't need an actor. You just need someone to talk and someone to sit there and fish or, you know, hunt or whatever. Yeah, if you like this idea and are a multi-millionaire Hollywood producer, I can write you the screenplay in no time. And if you're just a beginning filmmaker, you know, the idea is free. Just contact me and for the credits, for the name and all of this, and have fun with it.